Alright, it's late. I originally was gonna do a reaction to his new music video, but I thought I'd make a totally separate video just airing out my opinions on the man himself. I have a hard time even wanting to make this video since I dedicate my channel to just positive shit all the time and I just don't want anything negative in sight. But I guess sometimes the formula has to change, and also I want to start being more real on this channel, and I think this is probably a good place to start. It's also really hard not to talk about the guy who I used to really look up to when I was a young punk skater kid. And I honestly know that most dudes around my age can say the same, that Bam Margera was a huge inspiration for all of them growing up. Bam was fucking hilarious, he was fearless, charismatic, he didn't give a literal fuck. He lived a life that we could only just dream of, and he also fucking killed it at skateboarding. He is honestly what every young punk skater kid aspired to be. Fuck, dude, one of my first brand name skateboards other than getting fucking Walmart boards was an Element, just because I wanted to ride the exact same board that he rode. I've seen every piece of television he released countless times. I own every season of Viva La Bam on DVD. I even own a Bam hoodie with the Bam logo with the heartogram and shit that I got when I was 13 that I still store at my parents' house that I refuse to get rid of. A literal relic. It's something that I always wear. Every single year I go visit them whenever we sit outside for family fires and shit. I even had my own Bam wallet that was given to me for Christmas when I was 13 that I eventually handed down to my best friend, which he still uses today, which is in the other room. I had the beanies, the magazines, all of the merch. So much shit with this dude's name on it. Literal idol worship. I used to skate my flat bar in my parents' driveway when I was also 13 or 14, just for hours, imagining that just Bam would pull up, pick me up, and we just go skate together and shit. Fuck, dude. If you haven't already caught on, his impact on me was fucking huge. I expected him, alongside with probably many others who looked up to him, for Bam to live a happy and successful life, but what the fuck, man? What even happened? I mean, I know what happened, but goddamn, does this man sure know how to evolve, but only backwards. Ever since Dunn passed away, R.I.P., Bam's literally made it his entire life's mission to forever live out the victim mindset and just Neo Matrix dodge all accountability within his life. He has such a strong and fiery personality, which was so gravitating to the point which attracted him literally everything and anything he ever wanted. Only for him to become such a submissive bitch to the forces of life and just completely repel everything and everyone away from him. Everything this man's does is exactly the same. I did this because of this. This made me do this. Everybody else but me, etc., etc. Bro, I understand to the full extent what this guy has been through, the mental state that he struggles with, the drugs he is on and has been on. I've seen the documentaries, I'm aware of the whole fucking Nima shit, but bro, this victim mindset just needs to stop. This dude has dug himself a 50-foot grave at this point and literally can't get out of it if he even wanted to, from all of the bridges that he has burnt and the shit that he has talked and has continued to talk without an end of a means in sight. The sheer lack of accountability for just anything in his life is beyond me, man. It's crazy because if anyone and everyone you come into contact with is this or that negative statement, maybe it's not them that's the problem, maybe you are the problem. It honestly can't be a coincidence that everybody is a shitty person, and it can't be a coincidence that everybody is out to get you. After a while, it just seems like projection to me. Bro, I've seen the TMZ videos of him verbally degrading his staff members. I've seen him talk shit to the mother of his child. This man's the farthest thing from a saint. The amount of growth that Bam has not had is truly astounding, and I think that maybe if he took any sort of accountability within his life and actually thought you know what? This happened because of my poor judgment. This happened because I let myself slip. This happened because I did this. I did that. This is my fault. He can finally accept that he is the only person in control of his life, and maybe, just maybe, he can actually take that realization and finally grow as a person. I swear, the amount of regressive growth that he's had at this point has made him the size of Wee Man, if not smaller. Like, imagine Wee Man being the literal bigger person. Like, bro, playing the victim is the most intoxicating and most toxic thing that you can do to yourself. And I swear, this guy's drank all of the Kool-Aid at this point and is coming back for refills. And has been coming back for refills for about as long as I can remember now. Like, bro has a fucking kid now. Imagine seeing your dad playing professional victim when he should be playing professional skater, with absolutely no self-awareness to his actions on this endless path of self-destruction. Like, what kind of role model is that? When he was in his prime, he was the role model to millions of kids. Dude can't even be the role model to his kid. I don't know what his family life is like. I'm just making bold assumptions, giving everything he puts on display. Forgive me if I'm wrong, and boy, do I want to be wrong. But you can't be a strong role model with such a weak and frail state of mind. There's no fucking way. Homie really needs to pack up all his shit and just move countries at this point. This is like what Patrick CC was saying. Bam was the happiest when he wasn't living in America and when he was completely disconnected from everybody else within his life. Everybody there has everything to gain off Bam and his antics, whether he's being good or not. Everybody takes advantage of him because it's Bam Margera. What will he do next? Whatever the fuck he wants. And it's just like in this music video that he just released, which is the driving force for me making this video. Like, nobody who actually cares about Bam and cares about seeing him doing well would actually greenlit this. They're using Bam's name for clout while Bam ruins whatever fucking clout he has left. Like, it's so enabling. And this song, like, fuck, man. Spoilers, the song is so bad. This is so bad. Like, I have the highest cringe tolerance, and boy, is this cringe. Like, I can't even feel bad for Bam anymore since he brings all of this on himself. And I hate saying that because I want to see so badly to see him do better and just be a decent human being for once. You know you're way beyond saving when you go and make a fucking rap diss track about the dudes who have always had your back and about the dudes who have just wanted to see you healthy and in a good place. He can't even make this a good song either. Like, what the fuck? If you're gonna do something, at least do it right. Like I said like 3 times already, until the day comes that he takes any sort of accountability for his actions, he will continue down this path of self-destruction. And like I've said already, I don't think that will ever come, since he refuses to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe, that he might be the problem. Like, imagine this. We live in a world where Novak and Steve-O have completely changed their lives around. Novak and Steve-O, out of all of the Jackass crew, have turned their lives around to be a force for positivity and good, while Bam has done absolutely nothing but regress and stay degenerate. I honestly never thought that I could lose more respect for the guy that I used to have endless respect for, but the bar just keeps getting set lower and lower at this point. I know I will continue to root for him to do better and be better, since I fully believe that there's redemption and goodness destined for everybody. But this man's makes it so difficult because holy fuck, it's getting exhausting. And boy, am I tired. Seeing the guy that you looked up to for like many years become the guy that you actively want to just like be the complete opposite of, man, that's such a feeling, man. That's such a feeling. And it's got me here voicing my opinion.